national divisiveness, terrorist attacks, increased natural disasters, mass shootings, and yes, even conflict in the church. Is this our new normal? It's time to stop responding and start reflecting. In our increasingly fast-paced world, we don't take the time to slow down, leave behind the noise of news and social media, and set apart quiet time to talk with God and hear His voice. I want Reflections to be an opportunity to commit to regular devotion and discernment on how we can grow as disciples and make disciples in the midst of tension in our world, at our jobs, in our churches, and yes, even in our homes. Hello, I'm Bishop James E. Swanson Sr. Join with me today in reserving some quiet time to reflect on what insights and direction God's Word can provide for us. The prophet Jeremiah speaks a wise word to us. He says the heart is deceitful above all things, and it is extremely sick. Who can understand it fully and know its secret motives? And this is from the Amplified Version. In Jeremiah's passage, he emphasizes the importance of not relying strictly on our feelings. Now, I bring this up today because I do think a lot of the decisions we make today are sort of knee-jerk reactions to how we are feeling. Jeremiah echoes the understanding of other biblical writers when he speaks of the heart as the seat of our emotions and feelings that sometimes drive our actions in impulsive ways. It is clear to me that today many of us need to hear Jeremiah's words as a warning against knee-jerk reactions, impulsive kinds of things that we do. Because there are times when we are disappointed, when we are discouraged, when we are disillusioned, when we are suffering from a myriad of hurts and pain strikes us, that we in many ways don't really guard our hearts. We speak words that are painful and hurtful to others, and we disregard God's will for our lives when we do that. David realized that after some actions that he had taken in his own life that did not represent that of the life of a man who had truly been blessed by God, who had moved from being a shepherd to now being the king of a nation. So he cried out, "Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me." I pray that the events that you and I have gone through in recent days here in our nation, in the United States, that we will begin to reflect on those things and realize that we can't always react just because of how we feel, but that we ought to reflect. And when I say reflect, I'm talking about prayerfully reflect before we act. It is dangerous to just always act, because the heart, the seat of our emotions, is deceitful. And Jeremiah says it's extremely sick at times. Listen to what the psalmist tells us. "Lord, create in me a pure heart. Renew a steadfast spirit within me. Help me to practice living in a way that engenders good, wholesome, and right relationships with others." So part of this is learning that when I see things, I don't have to always react all the time, but I can prayerfully reflect. So if you do that, I think we'll come out better. We won't have what we've had recently. Hear Jeremiah's words again. The heart is deceitful above all things. Watch your feelings. It's time for us to stop reacting and start reflecting.